HMH Vise is the most versatile vise on the market. Let's say you'd like to try tube flies, for example. We've got a couple of different ways that you can do that. The first is the tube tool. It comes available in two different models, the starter tool and the premium tool. Mounts in any jaw that'll hold a 2/0 hook so that you can use the HMH tube fly tool on any vise. I like to try tying tube flies with the vise at the horizontal. All you have to do is slide the tube tool into the jaw, clamp it down, and you're ready to go. You can hold the tube in the tube tool two different ways. We provide a set of pins with each tool, different diameters to accommodate different diameters of tubes. When you mount your tube, this happens to be a 1/8 inch outside diameter plastic tube, slide the tube all the way onto the pin, lift up the ring eye just so that you can get the pin in there, slide everything together, and then with your index finger push hard on the end of the pin so that this end of the tube is jamming up against the little knife edge on the end of the tool, and then tighten down the little ring or the nut, and you lock everything in there. And the HMH tube fly tool will hold the tube this way so it won't spin, and you'll be able to tie your tube flies. The other way that you can hold the tube is to mount the tube directly in the ring eye itself. You can do this with tubes up to 1/8 inch outside diameter. Simply slide it into the ring eye and then tighten up the brass nut, and you're good to go. If you want to tie on plastic, you can still do it this way, just by sliding the pin in after the fact, and you've got enough rigidity and support, and you're all set to tie tubes. The second way that you can tie tubes with an HMH vise, if you have an HMH vise, is with our converter tool. And the converter tool converts an HMH vise into an inline rotary tube fly vise. All you have to do, release the cam lever, unscrew your jaw, slide in the converter tool, screw it in, and lock the cam lever down ever so slightly to lock everything in place. Once the tube tool or the converter tool is in the vise, it's a simple pin vise setup. Mount the tube directly into the jaws of the tool, tighten her down, and you're all set to go. Same story if you're tying on plastic or tubes that are reasonably flexible. You can slide the pin in afterward, and you've got yourself absolutely rock solid hold on any tube and to tie your tube flies.